Okay, the biggest deal when you buy a spotter scope is to get the right tripod. Now, if you get a normal tripod that is tall, and what it does is it has 3 locks on it and it extends further and further, and the further it goes out, the smaller the legs get and they collapse into each other like a telescope. Those wiggle a lot, and when you have a spotter scope, for instance, this is a 20 to 60x zoom spotter scope, and I always get it up to 60x zoom because that's the only rate that will show a 22 caliber bullet hole inside of a target at 100 yards. And the free outdoor range that I go to, the targets are set at 100 yards, and you have to wait for everybody to stop shooting to go see your target and see how you're shooting. So this spotter scope allows you to see how you're shooting at your target without having to walk all the way up to it. The beauty of that is you don't have to wait. You know where your shots are going. You don't have to wait forever to find out. And the problem is with the tripods, once you line it up on the head of it, if any of these mechanisms are off in the slightest bit, once I line it up with the target, once I let go of the telescope with one of those bigger tripods, it'll move a bit, and then it's hard to get right back on the target. And when you do, you let go and it moves just a little bit and it's done. That's why this comes with a very small profile tripod. This is the Bushnell Sport View. Okay, this one is actually my favorite because the tripod it comes with, you don't need anything fancy. It works great. Comes with a carrying case. What else? I'll put it away for you here. Let me just put this lens cap back on. I love my spotter scopes, so let's see. And the tripod goes in like this, and this should from there, and you're set. Now there's a new tripod that's come out. It's called, the original makers of it are GorillaPod. They cost about $90, but if you look up flexible tripod, bending tripod, or things like that, you'll come up with this. And the beauty of this is you can make it either real sturdy by itself, you can make it higher or lower, or if you want to make it real high, you can attach it to something, and actually you can attach it fairly securely to something like that right there, and you can put a spotter scope right up here. But I'm running into some trouble with this here, but that's the beauty of this scope, and I really do like it because of those advantages. Let me just screw this in and then try to mount it. Okay, this is what the scope would look like if I just had it resting on a flat surface. And let me just get it there. That's what it would look like if it was resting on a flat surface. And the other thing too is, instead of zooming in and out and moving, you can bend this around and it'll still stay up most of the time if you don't bend it too far. And you can adjust where it's pointing without having to take it off the tripod and all that stuff that can get annoying. Now, this is what the beauty of the GorillaPod is. Now I know this is absolutely a useless demonstration, but if I had a pole right next to where I was shooting, I could attach this to the pole and then just go over to the pole to the side here and look at my target, then shoot, then go over to the pole and look through my scope. And the most essential thing in any spotter scope is by far the tripod that you're going to use with it. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I helped some of you out. You get this tripod on eBay. Another thing about it is when it comes, the mounting screw for your spotter scope is going to be, I think it's called a 3/8 inch, and this specific tripod, when it came with a what is it, a 1/4 inch, but really it was actually a 1/4 inch inside of that, because if you see in there, that was the threading on top. So if you take the threading on top and unscrew it, you'll get the threading on the bottom, which is the smaller thread that'll fit in these. Another option, just to end this, is this. This is what they call a tripod head. This head basically lets it go in a 360-degree movement, and it allows it to bend and swivel and all that stuff. And then you simply lock it with a tension lock. For instance, you unlock the tension. This swivels all over, and your camera or your scope is mounted to this. Swivels all over. When you want it to stay in one position, you lock it down, and then it doesn't move at all. So these scope head, they're called tripod heads. They're excellent, by far. Very useful little thing there. So you guys take care, and I'll see you.